Oh! Oh!
Oh, that's a high-speed chase.
Yeah.
That's a high-speed chase.
Yeah, you better hit my car, man.
Oh my God, Yeager! Oh my God, Yeager! There's a high-speed chase on the land! No!
I'm trying to quick stop.
Oh, yeah.
Idiot! Get on the ground, idiot! Get on the ground.
All right, if you couldn't see, because there was a little bit of a distance there, the pizza delivery guy with a pizza in hand saw the bad guy that the police were chasing get out of the car, come running by, and he decided to take that frame of his, which I'm told is like 6'8", and go over and trip him as he tried to run away. And said bad guy did not get away, thanks to his help.
That's amazing. And it looks like he didn't drop the pizza.
He did not drop the pizza.
Cheese intact. Yeah. I'm wondering if the,
I think it was half pepperoni, half cheese, and it also, from what I understand, did not stick to the top of the either. So he did the complete thing.
Super pizza man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But
it's fantastic.
He said
at least he didn't get hurt.
He said anybody would have done that, which I don't believe.
I don't believe so.
He did, and that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess hot cheese could double as a weapon if you need it.
Luckily there, he didn't need to
No.
take it out and throw it on the guy. So anyway. It worked by tripping it. Second hour of American Agenda starts right now. Welcome to the second hour of American Agenda. I'm Bob Sellers.
And I'm Katrina Zish. Thanks for joining us.
Well, Florida Congressman Greg Steube, the latest lawmaker to throw his support behind former President Trump. So the battle of endorsements has begun, even though Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has yet to formally throw his hat into the ring. But on DeSantis' agenda, he is in Washington today. A meet and greet policy discussion with several GOP lawmakers whose attendance are expected to be soft endorsement.
And two House Republicans, Thomas Massie and Chip Roy, have already indicated they would support a DeSantis presidential bid. Massie telling Axios they're not opposed to Trump. They just believe DeSantis is a better candidate. Now, meanwhile, support for the former president is only growing on Capitol Hill. Republican Congressman Greg Steube announcing his endorsement to Newsmax exclusively.
We need to right all the wrongs that have happened under this administration, fix the things that happened in Afghanistan, support our military and our veterans, and do the things that the America First agenda stands for, and that is one person, Donald Trump. He's widely supported in my district, widely supported in Florida, and I'm honored to add my endorsement to the long list of endorsements for President Trump.
He also believes that Mr. DeSantis should stay right where he is.
Governor DeSantis just recently got elected. He hasn't even been re-elected for 6 months, and I would hope that he would continue to concentrate on the great job that he's doing as the governor of the state of Florida. I hear from constituents all the time that want him to finish out his term.
All right, joining us to discuss more, joined again by Newsmax columnist John Burnett and host of Money Talk with Melanie. That would be Melanie Collette. Melanie, your thoughts there? It's interesting. We're seeing a lot of support behind both, except former President Trump ahead at this point, seemingly so.
That's true. This is very interesting. This is the part of the political game that I'm not a big fan of, because there's no unity, and people are already fighting. I got a phone call yesterday from a friend who said, it's time for you to pick a team. I was like, sir, it is April of 2023.
Yeah.
I was like, I am certainly not picking a team. But this is indicative of people who are involved in politics and people who are very staunchly in certain camps, either the DeSantis camp or the Trump camp. And quite honestly, I think we need to relax. It's too early yet. Let's see how things shake out.
Well, it certainly seems like Mr. Trump is trying to get everybody on board as quickly as possible to make it look like, don't even try, you don't have a chance. To that end, John Burnett, One of the things that strikes me is Donald Trump has always been masterful at putting together two parts of the Republican Party, and that is the base, so-called MAGA, and then at the top, a lot of business people, and those business people will fund the race, and then the people who are so-called MAGA, plus other Republicans who may or may not identify as so-called MAGA, they vote for him. So the combination works really well. So DeSantis is getting money. So he is appealing to some of those people, maybe some more traditional Republicans, but so far he's really not moving in to that base.
Not yet. He's chipping away. Right?
Okay, you think
and to the contrary, I love a good fight, right? The more the merrier.
Yeah.
It actually we need a lot of excitement in the GOP, right? And even though DeSantis has not announced yet, people are loving the battle, right? Because it gives each person an opportunity to engage each other, whether it be insults or tout their records. But the thing is, the clock is ticking. So Governor DeSantis needs to make up his mind rather quickly, right? Why? Because the first debate is in August. That'll be here before you know it.
Yeah.
And to your point, Bob, you have to raise money. You have to build a team, a national team, state by state, to try to get as many delegates for from those states that actually have shared delegates, right? And try to actually beat Trump in certain states where winner take all. So he can't delay much further.
To that end, the pro-Ron DeSantis Never Back Down super PAC published this ad titled "Fight Democrats, Not Republicans," kind of to Melanie's point there, arguing that former President Trump is stealing pages from the Biden-Pelosi playbook.
So why is he spending millions attacking the Republican governor of Florida? Trump's stealing pages from the Biden-Pelosi playbook, repeating lies about Social Security. Here's the truth from Governor Ron DeSantis.
We're not going to mess with Social Security as Republicans.
But what did Trump say?
Entitlements ever be on your plate?
At some point they will be. We will take a look at that.
Trump should fight Democrats.
Yeah, Melanie, that seems to be talking about the very infighting that you were saying you are just not happy about.
I'm not happy about it because what you're doing is you're providing low-hanging fruit for the left when whoever wins the primary is running in the general. Then they're going to use that Oppo research that our own party their own party very kindly provided for the opposition. So that's the part that I don't like. And a lot of people were talking about DeSantis is not hitting back. I think we talked about it the last time I was here. That he's just letting Trump punch himself out like a toddler, but.
Until he gets tired, right? I don't know, Phil. I don't know that he's ever going to get tired.
People were saying, Ron DeSantis isn't tough. He hasn't been fighting back. So I kind of feel like Ron DeSantis didn't have a choice but to come back with an ad, especially if things in the Trump ad were dishonest.
But let's make it clear. That's not Ron DeSantis. That's Ron DeSantis. Super PAC,
yeah,
right? Because it has to be separate
right.
for legal purposes.
Sure.
But that's how you fight, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be squaring up.
Take a shot.
You can actually have surrogates or have a super PAC. And he's doing it cleaner than President Trump. And the fact that President Trump is hitting so many times very early means that he knows that Governor DeSantis is a threat.
I know. He is afraid of him. That is true.
And to your earlier point, Bob, he knows that Governor DeSantis is gaining not only in endorsements, but also raising money.
Well, he's also shown good polls in some swing states like Arizona and Pennsylvania. That lends itself to the argument that DeSantis can win the general election. Let me throw this out here. You won't see a lot of people who are conservatives mention this, but Mr. Stubbe, the congressman, when he endorsed him, called him chump. President Trump by mistake, okay? I'm wondering.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Right. I think we have video evidence of that. We don't share it, but.
Does DeSantis say, okay, if you're going to play the nickname game, DeSanctimonious,
I've got one for
is that his style? Or he could say, your own people are saying this.
Well, look, he has to figure out a way, right, to actually tout his record, inspire Americans, actually breed optimism, but at the same time fight through other people, at least up until the point where he takes the debate stage with President Trump.
That sounds a little tricky.
Well, that's politics. To John's
it's at the
point,
highest level.
that's the way to do it.
Yeah. I lost my 6th grade presidency.
Hey, I was born in
And he
Brooklyn, raised in
never
Queens.
was that.
Nixon, I came back. I won it the second time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, John Burnett,
Still haven't
Melanie
gotten over
Collette.
that.
Stand by. Stay with us.
Jay Wilson won, but I'm okay.